Hey YouTube, how's it going? Long time no see, really long time. I don't think I've made a video since about March or April 2013. I haven't checked, but it's been a really long time, so I hope there's still someone around that subscribes to my channel that's going to get to see this video. How are you doing? I hope you're all well. I know how a few people that I know off of YouTube are doing because I keep up with them on sort of Twitter and Facebook, but the vast majority of you I haven't spoken to, and I really hope that you're all okay and you had a good 2013 and you're looking forward to 2014. Last time I spoke to you, I started seeing a really nice Irish guy that I was excited about, sort of a rebound from a horrible breakup that happened in March or April in 2013. And that went really well actually for the whole of 2013. He took really good care of me. He was a really nice guy, and I was just sort of amazed to find myself in a relationship where we didn't have arguments all the time, and where we just where it was just good and easy and nice and we got along, you know. But unfortunately, just before Christmas, this last Christmas that just passed, we had a bit of an argument. I behaved myself quite badly. I said a couple of things I probably shouldn't have said. I went a bit OTT defending myself, basically. I got into a bit of a cold, hard place from basically relationships past. And he broke up with me, and I haven't spoken to him over Christmas or New Year, and I don't know if I'll ever speak to him again. So in a way, I'm quite gutted about a good relationship coming to an end, but in another way, I do recognise that if someone could just leave, you know, so easily, like that over one argument and not take the time to try and work on problems or understand where you're coming from before just leaving you, then you know, it wasn't the great relationship that I thought it was. But I'm quite gutted about it. So anyway, you know, I've been trying to pick my life back up again, and I've been doing some thinking about it, and I've realised that in the 11 years that I've been dating since I was 15 or 16, I've had 6 significant relationships, and that 5 out of 6 of those people have dumped me. That basically means every year or 2 years I have to pick up my life again and start from scratch, and, you know, try and deal with the devastation wrought by, because it just destroys my life every time these people leave me. You know, everything, it just breaks everything apart, and I have to start, you know, from a really weak, fragile place, building everything back up again, reconnecting with friends, because I'm one of those wankers, unfortunately, that disappears off into relationships and loses contact with people, and, you know, just get really into the relationships and stop doing things for myself and stop making friendships, and it all just falls apart. So 2014 is the year that I don't get dumped, which means 2014 is the year that I plan to be single. But just to bring you up to speed anyway, in 2013, you know, I did a video, I'll link it actually, of all the things that I wanted to achieve in 2013, and number 1 on the list was to stop smoking. And I'm proud to say that on the 16th of March 2013 I had my last cigarette, and I haven't smoked a single cigarette since. And I really recommend it. I feel good for it, and I really think anyone that's thinking about giving up smoking for 2014 resolution should definitely do it. It's really brilliant breaking out of that. I still smoke weed occasionally, but it's not nearly the problem it used to be. I go around to my friend Dan's house and we'll watch like the latest episode of The Walking Dead. Can't wait for it to come back on in February, and smoke a spliff together while we're doing that. But, you know, I don't by any means smoke weed like I used to. Unfortunately, I did a bit too much drinking in 2013, and now I've got about 30 pounds on me that I didn't have last time you saw me. I think I look alright from about here up, so I'm just glad that you can't see the sort of belly and the love handles. But that's okay, you know, New Year's resolutions, 2014. So me and the ex, we spent, this most recent ex, the Irish guy, we spent pretty much the whole of 2013 planning this grand round the world adventure that we were going to have. And now he's gone, I've decided I'm going to do it on my own. To be honest, it was my idea in the first place. A lot of the plans were my plans. He wasn't that motivated to sort of get saving and do it. Whereas I've managed to save about £3,000 now. And I've, you know, I'm just really into the idea. I've done loads of reading around it, and I'm going to just smash it out on my own now. I'm quite scared about solo travel to a lot of these places, but I'm not going to let that hold me back. This is the year that I really sort of grab the bull by the horns and go out and have an incredible adventure. And my planned departure is in about October 2014. I'm going to start off backpacking through India for a few months, and then trek in Nepal, and then I'm going to backpack through Southeast Asian countries and end up teaching English in China before hopefully making my way over to South America. And I'd like to do a great road trip from sort of the tip of South America right up to Alaska. And I'm going to fund all of that by the savings that I'm making at the moment, and also by teaching English. So I think I was talking about this last time. You know, one of my second big resolution of 2013 was to save money. So I've done well in saving money, and a lot of them were related to preparing for this grand adventure. So, you know, unfortunately, this last relationship has put a bit of a damper on my motivation. Just that ending was quite sad. I'm starting to feel like there's something wrong with me, and I can't hold down a proper relationship. So I'm going to do a bit of thinking about why it is that I have such problems in relationships, but ultimately I'm just going to not get into any in 2014. I'm going to learn to spend time with myself and love myself and do what I want to do and have some amazing adventures and meet loads of new people and develop my own self, because I just can't trust myself to get into a relationship and continue developing myself, apparently, because even the healthy ones I end up just losing sight of myself completely. So 2013 in a nutshell: gave up smoking in March, woo! Got promoted in about May to the job that I've been doing since then. Got dumped by the first boyfriend, unfortunately, but then got promoted, got into this new relationship, started making plans for travel, and then got promoted again. I've got a new job which starts in mid-February, which is ridiculously good money, actually. I've really surprised myself by how much money I've been accepted into a job that pays that much. But unfortunately, I already have these plans for world travel, so I'm going to be leaving this job after 6 months. They don't know that, but I do, because I want to go travel in 2014. This is the big one. I really think I need to go off, have pretty much nothing to my name, have no one around me, and find myself and pick myself up and learn how to be self-sufficient in the world. And I hope to find, you know, some new adventures and a new sort of home away from home, and, you know, learn a bit of humility and self-respect and how lucky I am. I don't think I'm grateful at all for how lucky I am. So yeah, it's been a bit of a knock over New Year, really, but so here we are, 2014, third day of 2014. I've been finishing off the booze before I sort of have a bit of a think about how much I do drink. So cheers with the fizz, the Christmas fizz. Finishing off the weed that I bought when my ex dumped me. I sort of slipped back into the weed smoking and picked up a bit of weed as a knee-jerk response, but that's finishing off tonight, and then you know, sobering up and getting rid of that weed buzz over the weekend to go back to work on Monday. So January is going to be a bit of a getting my act together in terms of tying up loose ends at work before I go on to my new job, cutting back on the old alcohol, and cleaning out the system of the old weed for a month. And looking forwards, and so I've redone my board. You know, my board I got out in my video last year about what I'd like to achieve in 2013. I've redone it. Unfortunately, I couldn't find all my pretty coloured pens this time, so it's looking a bit drab. But I did find there was a bit too I had my whole life's bucket list down one side and plans for 2013 on the other, and a load of quotes, and so it felt like it was getting a bit busy actually. So I'm keeping it a bit more simple so that I see these every day and I, you know, think about them. So yeah, let me show you. I wonder if I can zoom while it's recording. Oh, look at that. Love the flip cam. I've got a lot of the same pictures that I had up in 2012. Look at that one just falling off. Won't be a sec. Whoops. So yeah, I've got a lot of the same pictures that I had up before of places that I want to go. You'll notice one is missing. If you're really, really avid Boundless watcher, you'll notice that one is missing, which is the picture of the Giant's Causeway. That's because I went to the Giant's Causeway this year. The guy that I was dating from Ireland was actually from the Causeway coast. So I got to go there and, you know, really tried to endear myself to his family and everything. I just don't want to talk too much about that relationship because it makes me feel sad, and it's the new year. It's time to move on. I'm quite gutted that it didn't work out. On the other side, I've got the plan for 2014. I've got some new quotes at the top. This is one of my favourite Kerouac quotes, which is, I saw that my life was a vast glowing empty page and I could do anything I wanted. I've got a Thoreau quote, not until we are lost do we begin to understand ourselves, and a Carl Sagan quote, which is, we are a way for the cosmos to know itself. Cosmos even. And I love the idea of being made of stardust. It makes me feel outside of myself. It makes me feel better about myself. So my 2014 goals: 1, fall in love with yourself. 2, continue saving every penny. 3, develop and strengthen friendships. 4, look forwards, not backwards. And 5, have a grand adventure. And unfortunately, I need to wait until 2014, October 2014, to have the grand adventure. At least that's when I set off with a backpack and a hope and a prayer, and a bit of saved money. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. The dream took a bit of a knock when this guy left me, because all of the plans, I just felt a lot safer knowing I was taking a big rugby player guy along with me, and that there would be lots of money, and we could split the stuff between our packs. So if one of them got stolen, we'd still have documents and cards and stuff. And now it's all me. It's all on me. But I've been reading a lot of female solo travel stuff, and feeling quite inspired by that. And you know what? I'm just going to smash it myself. This is even when he dumped me and I was most heartbroken, I knew that it was best for me, actually, that I went on my own, travelling on my own. And so it's a lot scarier. It's a lot less about fun and a lot more about, sort of spiritually sort of engaging with myself, and teaching myself how much I'm capable of. Now that I'm doing it on my own. So it's become a lot more scary and intimidating than it was before, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to smash this out. So I'm just going to, I'm glad that I've got this new job, which is paying me a ridiculous amount of money, because it means I'll be able to save some really good money before I go. And spend a bit of time learning photography. That was one of my goals for 2013. I bought a Canon Rebel in November, and I've been taking a load of photos with that. So I've been trying to sort of develop photography, but I'd really like to do a course, and get my CELTA so that I can teach English as a foreign language, and other things like that. What was the other one? I saw there's a performance poetry course at a college near my new job that I thought would be quite a cool evening class to do some slam poetry. And that's one of the things on my bucket list, is to perform at a slam poetry event, so I thought that might send me in the right direction. I've always really admired people that do that, and I've always loved the style of writing, so I'd like to do that myself. So a lot of sad things this guy leaving me is the sad thing, but it really feels like it's been a heavy end to 2013 and a heavy start to 2014, and I'm just trying to just sort of let it all go and let it wash off my back, because ultimately there's no point in looking backwards. You have to look forwards at the future, and you need to keep striving towards the things you want, whether or not people want to join you on the journey, or whether or not they think you're worthwhile. You need to know that you're worthwhile. So I'm really trying to believe myself that I'm worthwhile, and keep looking towards the future. And I hope you're all well, YouTube, and I promise to come back and make more videos. Now that I'm single again, I've got nothing but time. I hope you all let me know how you are. Leave me a comment, let me know you're still here, and happy 2014, and let me know what some of your resolutions are. Hope you well.